Welcome back to the Zelda Lady. Welcome to episode 3. And we're going to get back into our gameplay. Let's play run through of Breath of the Wild. Welcome. Do a little tips and tricks run through. I've been through the game a couple of times myself, 100% of the game, and also have been playing around with Master Mode. So I've really got some pro tips for you if you're just starting out. Hope you enjoy the video. When we last left, we were about to go into this next shrine, the Owa Dame, or Owa Dam, depending on how you pronounce this shrine.
Oh, damn.
I was wondering
Forgot my key.
if you were going to go there. And we're going to look inside of here. For a refresher, we've been on the Great Plateau, and the Great Plateau is a tutorial section of the beginning of the game, giving you some abilities that you'll have for the remainder of the game and teaching you how to maneuver through the game, early gameplay stuff. This is the next ruin or ability that they're going to bestow on Link, and it's a Stasis Trial. Stasis Trial is basically freezing time for something that's in movement or something that you're going to put kinetic energy on. For example, freeze the item, hit it a bunch of times within your weapons. When the freezing ends, the momentum of those hits then send it on its way. And with that information, we now can change it. And freeze. Oops, missed it. Let's get in the right spot. That works. Now this right here reminds me very, very much of Epic Mickey. You go through a series of stopping cogs of wheels, big cogs of wheels, to progress through the game. So it's very, very reminiscent of that fun game. And I think
Can you jump it?
no, it's big, pretty big, but I can go behind it.
You better hurry up for the next one.
Yeah, the stasis gives me plenty of time, actually,
Oh.
but not enough to get to the top. So we're going to just wait for a second and let that second ball come. Here it comes. And
Go.
that'll give me plenty of time. Yep. Run it on up. And this treasure chest is a shield. Traveler's shield. Not a great shielder. I'm getting better at it.
Or at least you can trade in that old wood top for that.
Right. I think we have 4 slots for shields. And we're just going to follow this ball down and to the right. And we're going to go ahead and grab that sledgehammer. Okay, here's where it gets interesting. When you want that weapon, but you're full of items, then you have to make a educated decision. Definitely a sledgehammer over a tree branch. That's a no-brainer. Thank you very much. And then we're going to see that kinetic energy in action here.
Don't point it at me.
And that should knock it out of the way. I'm just going to roll around, out of the way, and...
Are you the keeper of Jurgen's lotion? That guy looks...
Does he think he has dry skin?
A little dry skin.
He's kind of like real good jerky.
Yeah.
those signs. In the middle of nowhere.
Splather in a lotion and a moisturizer.
And May the goddess smile upon you. So now we're going to head out of this shrine and head for the final shrine on the Great Plateau early gameplay and go back and get the hang glider that was promised to us by the old man.
It's like flying standby.
So we're going to go up and over towards the yellow marker.
Oh.
Oops. And my stamina is not good, so we're going to wait. And then we should be able to make it up through this
Jump.
little notch right here.
Jump.
Yeah. Now it's getting cold, so we're going to change our outfit. And you see how it has a snowflake on it, indicates that it will help you in the snow. And just like that, we're a little warmed up. You can see on the temperature gauge in the little mini-map area what the temperature is outside and if it's affecting Link's body temperature in a negative way, either too hot or too cold. Either way is not good. And there are ways to protect yourself in both cases. Yeah. Now we're up here.
Hey, Burning Man down there.
Yeah, this may not have been the best way to go, actually. Yeah, that was good. Okay. So we want to go over there, but we don't want to fall, since we do not have any gliding ability yet. And these guys are keese. They're the bats, but they're called keese. And these are the normal, generic keese, but they come in elemental keeses as well. Fire keese, ice keese, electric keese.
Real men don't kill keese.
They eat quiche. That was good. Okay, so I might still be too high in elevation, and if you are pretty good at reading a topographical map, you can see that, yeah, we are indeed going to come across and up on top of it. That's lower than where we are right now at this location. So we're still going to climb up because there's a body of water right down here we do not want to mess with. And that's going to be our descent of elevation. Through the trees, through the snow. And there's a shot of the castle and Death Mountain. Can't wait to get up there. It's one of my favorite spots on the map. I love the Gorons. It's so funny and fun. And the champion is awesome. And I'm not watching my stamina. Hope you're enjoying watching these walkthroughs and some tips and tricks. Again, those skeleton guys only come out at nighttime. They come out of the ground. Pop-ups, if you will. And there is a gang of enemies and some more keys.
Sure, I'm glad to have some more keys.
And
Got a bow.
he's got a bow.
Get him and get his arrows. He's got a bow.
Oh, and he can shoot me.
Hey,
That's fun. Okay.
I'll take those.
Take his bow.
Doesn't he have arrows?
Yeah.
Where's his
I don't know. He might not have arrows.
You and,
See, I'm not paying attention to putting the head back on. And once you kill all their heads, then they all die. Then you can see what they have. I don't know. Do you see any shiny, shimmering shinies? That will tell you. Maybe over here? Those are the Keese guts. Okay. Nope. Sometimes they don't have arrows. There is a chest, though. And I think that's a DLC content chest.
Download content?
Downloadable content, yeah, the DLC. There's some bomb arrows. I'll take them.
Hot the lever.
Oh, to lever. We will take those bomb arrows. Okay, and where is my shrine? It's not all the way down there, is it? No. Is it really?
We can Uber over. Oh.
Yeah, I'm way too high. Or that's not the shrine I need to be going for. See, that's happened to me before too. Oh, that is exactly the case. My shrine's over here. It is so easy to get discombobulated in direction. And
That's not a word.
well, you know what I mean.
Well, shizzle, my nizzle.
Okay, stop. I still don't know what that means. And I sustained an injury today. We were moving some vehicles around, and I slammed my finger in the back gate, and it is currently throbbing and turning colors. So that's fun. Comment before if you've ever smashed your finger in a gate.
You ever got fan mail from a flounder? Don't say it. Don't you say it.
Sometimes we have hilarious references that are too risque for
I'm not talking risque.
Family.
Stop it. You just stop it right there, Missy.
Okay. We're going for this final ruin or ability. And that is the ability of making ice towers. And that comes in super handy.
That was from the Rocky and Bullwinkle show. Fan mail from a flounder.
It was.
Yeah, it's a reference to Rocky and Bullwinkle. Hey, Rocky.
That's so cool.
Hey, Rock. Full rubbed out of my head.
I thought you were making a Ren and Stimpy reference.
No.
Which is a cartoon, but really not family friendly. Well, it kind of is.
Well, why do you keep bringing up stuff that's not family friendly when that's not the issue here?
Because we're funny and we know lots of stuff. But it doesn't mean we have to say it. Well, that kind of was my point.
Well, no one's saying it but you. Oh. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, he wants to run away. So, first of all, we're going to build one of those. And then we're going to change it to this. So that then we can stasis him. Oops.
You better do something for
Yeah, something's not right here. Okay,
or he fires you up.
Yeah. Oh, I don't have the ability to stop enemies yet. That is a special ability you get later in the game. So we're just going to go and
bash him.
Bash him with a sledgehammer.
That's all right. When in doubt, take him out.
That wasn't too hard.
Ooh, bang. Let's see what he's got.
One spring, because he was a one hitter. Okay. Again, we're going to switch back to ice. And we're going to build ourselves a little tower. And we're going to go up the tower.
Tower of power.
Yes, and...
What are you doing?
I'm going to go get this chest real quick.
Okay, we'll build another one. There you go. You're as cold as ice.
Why won't you open? There we go. A weird camera angle on that one. And a spear. Spear is
take that banjo
advantageous.
Off the back.
You know, I'm gonna keep it like it is.
Oh, the double sword. Well, if you never use a double-handed sword.
That spear is only a 2, and I have that rake or that pitchfork is a 7, and so it's also a spear. So I'm gonna keep that spear. I'm not gonna give away a 7 for a 2.
Oh, can I get you to go out back and rake up some stuff?
I wish you would. Okay, so that's all of the chests. Okay. Even though we didn't pick up the item.
Oh, there he goes. Praying
And
to the god of lotion.
yeah.
Jerkins. Pass me the jerkins.
He needs like a full oil dip. And that is our fourth and final shrine of the Great Plateau, and the last ruin that we receive at this point.
Man, that guy's got jewelry.
Well, he's a monk, and he lives in the temple. I mean, the shrine. Okay.
What's the difference between a temple and a shrine?
Well, we're gonna get to that. I have a theory on that.
You mean you don't know?
No, I pretty much know, but I'm waiting to reveal my theory.
Theory is not a fact. It's a guess.
Yeah, okay, granted. Okay, so now we are probably going to be visited, yes, by the amazing old man.
Have you ever heard of Amway?
Called me extraordinary because I have found all 4 of the shrines. But first, he says he's ready to tell me everything. But first, imagine the X on your map with the 4 shrines at the endpoints. Find the spot where those lines intersect. I shall wait for you there.
He's going, how does my butt look in these tights?
Oh my goodness. Do you understand where the 2 lines will cross? I will be waiting. Okay. So let's take a quick look at the map. And here we have shrine, shrine, shrine. I'm sorry. Shrine, shrine. So if those intersect there, and they
what if that one's a temple?
There.
That's a temple.
Well, look where they intersect. There's
That's a temple.
Shrine, and
temple.
There's a shrine, and there's a shrine,
temple.
And there's a shrine.
How come it says temple there?
See that right there?
Temple
That's where
time.
they interact. Very
At the
good.
temple of time?
That's the intersection.
What's the difference between a shrine and a temple?
Well, that's my theory. Okay.
About $32.50.
I don't get it.
$32.50. What's the difference?
Between what?
A shrine and a temple.
Oh, I don't get it.
Well, if you build a shrine, how much it costs? And if you build a temple?
I think we're still going to go over back to the Shrine of Resurrection. I think it's the fastest way to get to the Temple of Time. I really do.
Okay.
So we're going to head that way.
Heavy metal. Oh,
that's random. The random song from the old man. You never know what's going to come out. Just about enough time to handle this last little bit. And then that'll be the end of this episode. For the Zelda Lady. Episode 3. Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the old man.
See, now we have to wait for the whole green stamina wheel to re-engage before you can go. If you don't pay attention to it and let it go all the way down, then you'll have to do your resting. That's the way it goes. So now we have the paraglider. Oh no, still don't have the paraglider.
Uh-oh. But he's got a couple of skip going on.
Well, I was trying to activate it because we're going downhill. Okay, here we go.
Skip. To Maloo, my darling. Skip to Maloo. Come on, skip. Make him skip. Skip. You won't make him skip now. Skip to Maloo. Skip
I'm out of stamina.
To my darling. Skip.
Or
to
the
Maloo.
Bugs Bunny hillbilly square dance.
No, skip to Maloo.
Yeah, I don't skip to Maloo, but that would be funny too.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite Bugs Bunny. When he directs the hillbillies in the square dance.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here's this guy. Oh, red.
Yeah.
What's over red? Ooh, bingo. Rocked him.
I do know. I think there's a bow over there.
Let's get that. Traveler's bow.
I'll take it. And here we are in the Temple of Time. And this is why I think Breath of the Wild game designers ended up calling all of the 120 shrines and not temples. Because of the Temple of Time. Because the Temple of Time is from the Ocarina of Time, an earlier game in the franchise.
A shrine and a temple is?
Yes.
About 10 minutes.
Well, that's hilarious. But for this particular game, you can't have the Temple of Time and then 120 other temples. So
You can have the Temple of Doom.
No. Temples or shrines. Anyway, regardless, we have to make a decision here. And that is if we're going to turn in our 4 orbs for a heart container or a stamina wheel. And this is a subject that's gone around and around with the Zelda players in my household.
Stamina wheel.
Yeah, most players say they want to improve that stamina wheel for current gameplay, but there is hardly anything more important than getting that Master Sword to me as a player, and because that requires a certain number of hearts, which we're not even close to yet, my first ambition is to grab those heart containers. And so,
nuts.
What do you think we should do?
Stamina wheel.
All right.
Yeah, baby.
We're going to go for a stamina wheel. It's against my better judgment, and my other playthroughs, I've always gone for the hearts first.
So you never know until you try this.
I never know until I try it. This is a different deal. ...
That
was a great reference to episode 1. That's funny. Okay. Stamina wheel. And see how we have like a little more line around the wheel. It's not another whole wheel. It's a portion of the wheel. And now it says you've turned them in. Go in peace. So, now we're getting called. It's like, hello.
Hey, are you stalking me? This old guy.
So we're going to run down here.
I'm not saying it's creepy, but...
Okay.
Stranger danger!
It gets really interesting. No, not even close. Stop that.
Okay.
Okay. Wait, don't go. Don't move.
Don't you move that
The
dial.
old man was trying to wander away. This gets real good. Old man wise in a little minute here.
Can he get that far without his inhaler?
He can, and it'll all be revealed to you why in just a very short moment.
He smells like
Teen Spirit. Okay. Okay, here we go. It's cutscene time. The time has come to show you who I truly am. I was King Rome Basphorus of Hyrule.
Now then, the time has
done
come
for us
to
lately?
show you who I
The last
truly
leader of
am.
Hyrule.
I
kingdom
was
which
King Rome
No longer
Basphorus
exists. Well, I could hardly even say that sentence.
I was
That's
the
messed
last
up.
leader of Hyrule.
There he is, the last king of Hyrule.
Kingdom which no longer exists.
It's portly. The Great Calamity was merciless. It devastated everything in its path. Man. It was
The Great
then that my
Calamity
life
was
taken away
merciless.
from me.
It devastated everything in its path.
And
Since
spirit-
nobody got my other suit out of the cleaners,
All right.
It was then.
I was forced to wear this garment.
And
For
since
all of
that time,
eternity.
I have remained in spirit form.
Okay.
I did not think it
this is a
wise to
sad,
overwhelm
serious
you
part.
while your
You
memory
know,
was still fragile.
Crush Corduroy isn't
So
even
now
in
you
style
know.
anymore.
I think you are
I
now
thought it
ready
best
to
to
hear what
assume
happened
temporary
100
form.
years ago.
Forgive me. I think
Yeah,
you
we
are
were
now
balling.
ready. Ready to hear what happened 100 years ago.
Anybody got an air freshener?
To know Calamity Ganon's true form, one must know the story from an age-long past. The Demon King was born into this kingdom, but his transformation into malice
Stories of
created the horror
Ganon
you
from
see now.
generation to generation.
Stories
Check out the
of
artwork.
Ganon were passed from generation to
That's
generation
Zelda,
in
Link,
the form of
and
legends and fairy
Ganon.
tales. But there was also a prophecy. The signs of a resurrection of Calamity Ganon are clear, and the power to oppose it lies dormant beneath the ground. We decided to heed the prophecy and began excavating large areas of land.
Lovely.
It wasn't long before we discovered several ancient relics
Hyrule
made by the hands of
lore.
our distant ancestors.
And the backstory of the Guardians and the Divine Beasts.
These
Mechanical
relics,
soldiers.
the divine beasts, were giant machines piloted by warriors.
Driverless cars.
We also found the Guardians.
Don't trust
an
them.
army of mechanical soldiers who fought autonomously. This coincided with ancient legends, oft repeated throughout our land.
Ooh, that's an intense story. They need to seal Ganon away.
We also
using the
learned of
power
a
of these
princess with a
ancient
sacred
relics.
power, and her appointed knight, chosen by the sword that seals the darkness. It was they who sealed Ganon away using the power of these ancient relics. 100 years ago, there was a princess set to inherit a sacred power and a skilled knight at her side. It was clear that we must follow our ancestors' path. We selected 4 skilled individuals from across Hyrule
The
and
champions.
tasked them with the duty of piloting the divine beasts. With the princess as their commander, we dubbed these pilots champions, a name that would solidify their unique bond. The princess, her appointed knight, and the rest of the champions were on the brink of
Cursed
sealing
Ganon.
away Ganon. But nay. Ganon was cunning.
Turn
and
the
he
Guardians
responded with
against
a plan beyond our imagining. He appeared from deep below Hyrule
Castle
Castle,
Town, gone.
seized control of the Guardians and the divine beasts. Turned against
Champions
us.
all were killed.
The champions lost their lives. Those residing in the
Kingdom of
provinces
Hyrule
as
was
well.
devastated.
The appointed knight,
Absolutely.
bravely wounded, collapsed while defending the princess. And thus, the kingdom of
Awesome
Hyrule
cutscene.
was devastated absolutely by Calamity Ganon. However, the princess survived to face Ganon alone.
Link,
Well, Link, you have your
you
job
are
cut
our
out for
final
you.
hope. The fate of
He did not go
Hyrule
into
rests with you.
That princess was my own daughter. Zelda, of course.
That princess was my own daughter, my dear Zelda. And the courageous knight who protected her right up to the very end. That knight was none other than you, Link. You fought valiantly when your fate took an unfortunate turn. And then, you were taken to the Shrine of Resurrection. Here you now stand, revitalized 100 years later. The words of guidance you have been hearing since your awakening are from Princess Zelda herself.
You really
Even
gotta
now,
get there.
As she works
She's
to
been
restrain
holding it
Ganon
down
from
for
within
100
Hyrule
years.
Castle, she calls out for your help. However, my daughter's power will soon be exhausted. Once that happens, Ganon will freely regenerate himself, and nothing will stop him from consuming our land. Considering that I could not save my own kingdom, I have no right to ask this of you, Link. But I am powerless here. You must save her, my daughter, and do whatever it takes to annihilate Ganon. Somehow, Ganon has maintained control over all 4 divine beasts, as well as those guardians swarming around Hyrule Castle. I believe it would be quite reckless for you to head directly to the castle at this point. I suggest that you
So
make
we're
your
off
way
to
east out
Kakariko
one of the villages
Village.
in the wilderness. Follow the road out to Kakariko
Go
Village.
see Impa.
There you will find the Elder Impa. She will tell you more about the path that lies ahead. Consult the map on your Sheikah slate for the precise location of Kakariko Village. Make your way past the twin summits of the
And
dueling
now we have the
peaks.
paraglider.
From there, follow the road as it proceeds north.
And the main quest, Isolated Plateau, is now complete. And we can go right on towards Dueling Peaks. You must save Hyrule. And we are just going to go ahead and go right towards the Dueling Peaks. So this is going to wrap up the episode 3 of our Let's Play Breath of the Wild with the Zelda Lady. Thanks for joining us. Give us a like on the video. Subscribe. We're going to be doing some more. We're going to run through the whole game, doing some commentary, some tips and tricks, some pro tips. Lots of fun. Join us next time.